ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। सुमुखश्च एकदन्तश्च कपिलो गजकर्णकः लम्बोदरश्च विकटो विघ्नराजो विनायकः धूमकेतुर्गणाध्यक्षः फालचन्द्रो गजाननः वक्रतुण्डः शूर्पकर्णो हेरम्बः स्कन्दपूर्वजः शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। यद्यद्विरदवक्त्राद्या पारिषद्या परस्सथं विघ्नं निघ्नन्ति सततं विश्वक्सेनं तमाश्रये। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सच्चिदानंद रूपाय कृष्णाय अकृष्टकारिणे नमो वेदांत वेद्याय गुरवे बुद्धिसाक्षिणे कृष्णद्वैपायनं व्यासं सर्वभूतहिते रतं वेदाब्जभास्करं वन्दे समाधिनिलयं मुनिं जन्माद्यस्य यतः अन्वयात् इतरतश्चार्थेषु अभिज्ञानस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदायः आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजोवारिमृतां यथा विनिमयो यत्र सर्गो मृषा धाम्ना तेन सह निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि धर्मः प्रोचिधकैतवोऽत्र परमो निर्मत्पराणां तताम् वेद्यं वास्तवम् अत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम् श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः सद्यो हृदि अवरुध्यते अत्र कृतभिः तत्ऋषिभिः तत्क्षणात् निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं सुखमुखात् अमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिकाः भुवि भावुकाः नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। With Bhagavan's grace, let us continue from where we left off. We came to Slokam 7, Adhyayam 28, Kandam number 3. Now, in the next, this is the action that needs to be done was described in the previous Slokam, was taught to us. Moving forward, Bhagavan teaches us how to do it. And the messages, the teachings are as follows. At a clean and congenial place, the aspirant, the yogi, should establish a seat for meditation. Then he should practice sitting there motionless and upright for a long time. Then should regulate his breath through breathing in, holding the breath, and breathing out. Can be done in reverse order also. But so whatever the order is, the object is to steady the mind. This is called Purakam, Kumbhakam, and Vechakam. Purakam is breathing in, Kumbhakam is holding the breath, and Vechakam is breathing out. Now the mind of the yogi, who has now established control over his prana, breathing in like this, will soon give up its restlessness, the tendency. Just the way gold, when it is heated up with air and fire, it then gets freed from its impurities. Now, through the pranayama here, through the breathing exercises, the obstacles arising in the human system by Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, those the imbalances, they should be overcome. Now then, next one is withdrawing the mind from the sense objects, pratyahara. The tendency to go after sense objects should be mastered. Then fixing the mind inward in inward concentration in the indweller, the sinful tendencies of the mind is overcome. Then by dhyana, the yogi's doubts, skepticism, obsession with the physical life and other tendencies contrary to the spiritual pursuit, they all get overcome. Now, when the yogi's mind is free from the outward going tendencies and is well controlled and peaceful, then he should meditate on the form of the Lord with eyes partially closed. That is 8 through 12. Suchau deshe pratisthapya vichita asana asanam tasmin swasti samasina rujukayah samabhyasete. Suchau deshe pratisthapya vijitasana asanam tasmin swasti samasina rujukayah samabhyasete. Suchau deshe, in a clean place. Asanam, feet. Pratisthapya, keeping it there, placing it there. The feet also should be clean. Vijita asana, the sitting posture, one who has controlled it to be able to sit motionless without bending forward or backward in a relaxed fashion. That is Vijita asana. Vijita means jita, to retrieve over, to control the way one sits. Then that with that control, tasmin swasti, tasmin, on that feet, so once the posture comes under control, swasti, in a comfortable way, one must be very comfortable, natural. Samasinaha, sitting comfortably, okay, and without being disturbed by the posture of the body. Because that is under control, everything is normal, very natural, so that will come. Rujukayah, Rujukayah. Rujukaya, kaya means body. Ruju means the body should not be at an angle, should be straight, because the spinal cord has to be straight, it cannot be bent. Okay? Rujukaya samabhyasete. Sama abhyasete. This we must practice. We must practice this breathing. Pranayamam. Okay? This is the next step. Swami says, sit like this for 5 minutes, do this pranayamam, and then with the mind focused on the jyoti, and then once that gets focused properly, then you can picture the form of your favorite Bhagavan in that jyoti. Okay? That's basically the same thing, but said in a much clearer way, at least that I can understand. So we will move on. So this is Slokam 8. Suchau deshe pratisthapya Vijita asana hai asanam. Tasmin swasti sama asina. Rujukaya samabhyasete. Okay, I hope that's clear now. Now moving on to Slokam number 9. Pranasya sodhayer margam pura kumbhaka rechakaihi pratikūlena va chittam yatha sthiram achanchalam. Pranasya sodhayen margam pura kumbhaka rechakaihi pratikūlena va chittam yatha sthiram achanchalam. Sthiram, steady. Chittam, again, just to remind you, is one of the four antakaranangal, the inside, the impulses that we have, the internal impulses. And what Chittam does is the thinking aspect of the internal impulse. That is what Chittam is. So that now that has become steady. Now, how does it become steady? Yatha Thiram Achanchalam Pranasya Margam Yatha Achanchalam well, let's take that first. Thiram, the steady, Chittam, the Chittam, Yatha Achanchalam, how it will become steady without moving here and there. That way, Yatha, that way, Pranasya Margam, the Margam means pathway, Margam. So the prana that we have, the breathing in, breathing out. Pura Kumbhaka Rechakaihi. Okay, Purakam, Kumbhakam, Rechakam. Purakam breathing in, Kumbhakam holding the breath, and Rechakam is breathing out. So this, whichever way, and see next one it comes. Pratikulena va. You can do it the reverse way also. You can do the breathing out, then breathing in and holding it. Whichever way that you're comfortable with, sticks to one method. And whichever way it is, va means whichever way, or whichever way it works for you, yathava, whichever way it works for you, therefore, by which Thiram Chittam, the Yatha Achanchalam, it becomes steady, the thinking process becomes steady. Basically, breathe in, breathe out, hold the breath in between. So he has got to practice this. Okay? And the objective here is to steady the mind. And it happens by itself. Once I focus on my breathing, even you can see that even in daily life, when you're completely agitated, you take a deep breath, slow deep breath, and you let it out. What happens? You calm down, isn't it? Immediately you see the effect. So when I consciously focus on the breathing, amazing thing happens. The mind does become still. It becomes much less agitated. One can feel this straight away. So with that objective, one must do this. Pranasya sodhayete margam purakumbhaka rechakaihi pratikulena va, which means rechakam, purakam, kumbhakam. The other way also you can do va. Chittam yatha sthiram asanchalam. The sthiram, as to the chittam, to make it steady, whichever way it works, do that. So with the objective of steadying the mind. Number 10. Number 10. Okay. Manaha manochirat asya virajam jitat swasasya yoginaha. Vaivadvibhyam yatha loham dhatam syajati vai malam. Manochirat syad virajam jitasvasasya yoginaha. Vaivadvibhyam yatha loham dhatam syajati vai malam. Vaivadvibhyam, vayuhu agnibhyam. Vayu, wind, agni, fire, by or through the wind and the fire, dhvatam. Dhvatam means heated up. Loham, the gold. Yathavai, in which way, malam tejati, gives up the impurities. It is heated up by how gold is purified. We come to 24 carats and all that, right? How is it done? Because by heating. When you heat, obviously, wind and Agni join together, remove the impurities from the gold in the same way. Yata vai, in which way? Malam tejati loham, malam tejati, the gold gives up its impurities. Jita swasas, jita, winning over, victory over, swasam, the breathing. One who has now studied the breathing and controlling it, that yoginaha, that practitioner, that yogi, manaha, the mind, achirat, very quickly, virajam syat, start giving up its impurities and become steady. It happens. That's what he says. So, mana achirat means very quickly, very important. It is not just studying the mind becomes then dharanam and dhyanam, and that takes a little bit practice, more practice. But to study the mind is actually much easier. Okay. So why the chirat yad virajam syat. Manaha achirat syat virajam jitah swasasya yoginah vayuh agnibhyam yatha logam dhmatam tyajati vai malam. Number 11. Pranayamehi dahet doshan dharanabhihi cha kilbishan pratyaharena samsargan dhyanena aniswaran gunan. Pranayamehi dahet doshan. Number 1. Okay. So I'm reading it slowly in Sanskrit so you can easily follow it. Pranayamehi dahetu doshan. Then dharanabhihi cha kilbishan. Pratyaharena samsargan dhyanena aniswaran gunan. So 4 things. Number 1. Pranayamehi doshan, by the breathing exercises, breathing practices of Purakam, Kumbhakam, Rechakam, doing this steadily, sitting peacefully, sitting comfortably on a clean place, on a clean seat, with erect body, not at an angle, okay? Comfortably, sit very comfortable, very important. And breathing through that pranayamehi. Doshan. Now, this doshan is for the body. The body has got 3 doshan, right? Vata, the number 11. So the Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. So these 3 are the main things that if they are not in proper balance, then we become ill. So these are the illnesses related to the body. So those doshan, dahet. So through pranayama, dahet, you must burn it up. The dahanam means, burning, right? That is why our body is called deham. Deham means it is to be burnt. It is being burnt every second. We don't realize it. Okay? So in the fire, it is happening. And then finally, physically, we burn the body. So dahet, this doshan dahet, pranayamehi doshan dahet. Through this breathing, the doshangal of Pitta, Kapha, and Vata, they must be destroyed. Dahet, you must destroy it through the pranayama. Then dharanabhihi kilbishan cha. Through dharanam. Dharanam means fixing the mind, concentrating. It is not meditation. So meditation is another. It's a wrong word we use in English, so we get confused. There is dharanam, jnanam, and samadhi. Okay, those are the final stages. So understand very carefully. Dharanam means focusing the mind on one thing. We call as concentration. So through the dharana, kilbishan. Kilbishan means the mind, as we saw earlier in one of the slokangas, it goes after asat patam, right? Because it goes after things that are not true, that are illusionary, and that get to ragat veshangal, right? We saw that. Because of likes and dislikes and hatred and so many things come. Desires and greed and so many things come. So these are all kilbishan, these are all papangal, the tendencies that draw us to these things, that dharanancha, dahete, those tendencies will be burnt away and must be burnt away through single-pointed focus, dharanam. Pratyaharena samsargan. Through pratyaharam. Pratyaharam means telling the mind, the senses, let it play. The senses are meant to play in the field of universe, of lokam. That is its job. You go ahead and play. I'm not involved. So we pull the mind back. The mind should not go after the senses to the sense object. The eye may see something, but the mind doesn't attach itself to it. This is important, okay? Focus the mind, and this can be done consciously by self-effort. So, pratyaharena samsargan dahete, through this withdrawal of the mind. My mind, don't go after that, withdraw from the sense object. Samsargan, the attachment to the sense object, to the various things in the world. Some sargan means the attachment there, the hate gets burnt away. Dhyanena aniswaran gunan dahete. Dhyanena, through dhyanam, through meditation, which is the next steps. Dharanam is focus. On single-pointed focus for a long time. Okay? For a certain amount of time and all is specified. So when that happens, the mind gets focused only on one thing, that is dharanam. When the same focus continues for another measure of time, that becomes jnana. Okay, it is true, mind is fixation on one object, then concentration that comes or completely. Then the third stage, samadhi, is where all differences and all vanish. That is another stage. So here, through dhyanam, continuous, which is called, in English we call it meditation. It is really not, truly it's not meditation. For the purpose of this class, let's take it. And through dhyanam, continuously focusing the mind on one object. Okay. Then the aniswaran gunan. The aniswaran, as you can see, aniswaran gunan means ragam, dvesham, all these problems that we have, likes and dislikes. I mean, if you really look at it, likes and dislikes. Whatever I like, it becomes my desire. Whatever I do not like, it becomes my hatred, right? So this raga, dvesham, as we saw earlier, the moksham is a stage beyond this. So I must overcome the ragam and dvesham, right? I should really learn and practice to learn and really learn that lesson of living without ragam and dvesham. No like, no dislike. That's the stage we are going towards. That is obtained through dhyana. And dhyanena aniswaran gunan dahete. When mind is continuously focused on this case, Bhagavan, the object that we are going to select, whatever object that you select for the mind to focus on, that itself will burn away the ragam and the dvesham, the likes and the dislikes. And this happens slowly and progressively. Remember the earlier slokam, sanehi cha. It happens progressively. Okay? So these are the 4 steps that he has given here. Pranayamehi dahete doshan dharanamihi cha kilbishan pratyaharena samsargan dhyanena aniswaran gunan. Number 12. Yada manah swam virajam yogena susamahitam kashtam bhagavatah dhyayete स्वनासाग्र अवलोकनः. यदा मनः स्वं विरजं योगेन सुसमाहितं काष्ठां भगवतः ध्यायेत् स्वनासाग्र अवलोकनः. Yada, when all this practicing all this, yada, at what time, yogena, through this yoga abhyasam, through this practice, this is what yoga is really, not just bending the body that we do, okay, or not Sudarshana Kriya Yoga and all this. No, that's not what it is. Yoga is this process of merging with Bhagavan. So this process, yoga abhyasam, this practice, yogena, yada, yogena, when through this process that has been described, swam manaha, one's own mind, virajam, becomes pure. Then su samahitam, also still, it becomes pure, which means there is no ragam and dvesham, and also still. That means I can focus on any given thing for a very, very long time. The agitation is not there. Susamahitam. Then at that time, tada, we have to put that word in tada. Swa nasa agra avalokanaha. Nasa means nose. Agra means the beginning, the end of the tip of the nose. Avalokanaha, you must see. Swa nasaha, in one's own nose. Basically, after this, mind is still and pure, without any of this agitation, then look at the tip of your nose. Then, with that focus, then the mind, Bhagavataha Kashtham, the favorite Bhagavan, Bhagavataha, Bhagavan's Kashtham means Swarupam, the form, the embodiment, whatever, Krishna, Rama, whatever we want, right? And that murti, murtam means, that if you go to the temples or murti, right? So that murtam, dhyayet, mind must do dhyanam on that form that you select, whatever form that you select. Yada manah svam virajam yogena susamahitam kashtham bhagavataka dhyayet nasagra avalokanaha. So the 5 slokas are Suchau deshe pratisthapya vijitasana asanam tasmin swasti samasina rujukayaha samabhyasete. Number 1. Pranasya sodhayete margam thora kumbhaka rechakaihi pratikulena va chittam yatha stiram achanchalam. That is number 2. Sit, clean place. Second, breathing. Right? Mano achirat asya mano achirat syat virajam jitasvasasya yoginah vai vadvidhyam yataloham dhmakam tyajati vai malam. So when the mind is like this, when you do these 2 things, the mind becomes still and the impurities start burning away, like the way gold is burnt to remove impurities. Then pranayamehi davetu doshan. So through this breathing exercises, the body becomes actually healthy. The 3 doshangal are gone. Dharanabihi cha kilbishan davetu. So by mind becoming still and focusing on one thing, the kilbishan, the sinful, evil tendencies of the mind get burnt away. Pratyaharena samsargan. Then by withdrawing the mind out from the sense object, the attachment to the objects go away, they get burnt away. Then dhyanena aniswaran gunan. Then continuing this practice, aniswaran gunan, the raga dveshangal also get burnt away. Then yada manah svam virajam yogena su samahitam kashtham bhagavato dhyayet nasagra avalokanaha. Now, when the mind is like this, virajam yogena becomes pure and still, okay, then bhagavata kashtham, the favorite form of your murti, Bhagavan, you must do dhyanam on. but looking at the tip of the nose. That is, so that's the quick summary of this roughly 5 shlokas. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Santi Santi Santi. Harihi Om.